This has been such a fantastic conversation. I'm just going to open it up to the audience now for questions.
I think I've introduced myself earlier, but there could be some new faces. So my name is Chipolubaya, and currently work at Citibank as a relationship manager and entrepreneur as well. I'm a makeup artist and starting out in the fish farming segment and trying to do too many things, but so now I'm like, I see where it comes from. So now here's my question. Lulu, you've been at Citi, you know the environment, you know it's crazy. After this, I get back to my desk and keep working. How do you find that balance? You once worked in the corporate space, so trying to be both a corporate and an entrepreneur. Can you actually be both? Does one have to suffer? And how do you just try and balance those two things? That's my question.
Okay, yep, Citi was crazy. Really crazy. And I remember, I think in my last year at Citi, I now sort of went full time into freelancing also. So that meant I got off work at like 19, dashed home, picked up my daughter, the maid went off work, and I went on to a TV show until 23 hours. Then that was my 6 days a week. But it was worth the stress. I think you have a vision. At some point, you might have to pick between the two, or if all goes well, you might be able to grow the business so well that someone else can now step in to run it for you. And so you continue to get income from that business. And I think we need to start thinking about that. A lot of us that are working in the corporate space, a lot of people that are working in the corporate space, especially in Zambia and especially women, do something on the side. But very few of them do something on the side and see it through to continue to grow. A good example of a woman that has done that is the owner of Knightsbridge. She was a great banker. I think you know Knightsbridge at Central Mall. She was a banker. She started this business selling clothes and has grown it into such a successful business that she was able to leave a high-level job to go and now fully operate this business and do even more. So that's one example. There are examples of lawyers who have started a side business and grown it and let somebody else now start to run it. So don't limit yourself. And it's okay for you to be stressful right now. Those sleepless nights are worth it. I can't lie and say it has to be easy. Yeah.
Any other question?
My question is, how do you get people into a new trend of entrepreneurship? I'm a civil engineer, but considering a trend of fitness. But for people, they look at it like, are you serious right now? You can pursue your engineering, it's got more money. But I mean, my passion is somewhere else because I've managed to lose 30 kg. Yeah, and can I hear it? So I have an Instagram page. Actually, before I interview, yes. So I have an Instagram page. Most people don't want to take it. Please give us the name. At Her Body Go, and YouTube as well. I'm just into YouTube. So most people don't seem to take it serious because it's Zambian women just reduce on Shima. Other people just want to starve themselves, whereas I'm there trying to bring up a new trend, and people don't respect that because you can be an engineer, you know. So I'm relating it to AfriShop because I know it's a new trend. Most people are glued to Facebook and it ends there. Nobody wants to make an effort of downloading the app and stuff like that. Whereas for people in China, it's technology is life, you know. So how do you get people to sign up for new trends as an entrepreneur?
I love your question, and I'm going to quickly say you continue doing what you're doing. You've stayed consistent with your content. I didn't know who you were when I followed you, but your content was that interesting that I followed you, and I love your content. So I'm very happy to finally meet you. That is how you continue going. It's the people that know you from your past that will try to stop you sometimes and tell you, but you're an engineer, what are you doing? and yet I could pay for your service. What they don't see is that there is the opportunity. It has worked somewhere else, and it will work now. Zambia is behind in certain things, but we are growing, and that's the most exciting thing for me. Even with the Wood Kitchen, what excited me the most with both the Wood Kitchen and AfriShop is the growing middle class in Africa. There's this growing middle class in Africa where we didn't grow up with, all the nice things in life. We stayed in a two-room house. Your father rode a bicycle to take your mother to give birth to you. We want more out of life, don't we? We are hungry. We want to live like the rest of the world. Social media has taught us how the rest of the world is living. Media through TV and movies, even radio, has taught us how the rest of the world is living. So we want more. Therein lies the opportunity, my dear. So don't listen to the naysayers. Stay consistent with what your passion is. Make that money, reinvest it into what you're doing. Get better content if you want to. Open that gym without civil engineering money. Open that gym for women or for both men and women. Help them lose weight. So AfriShop money helped me open Wood Kitchen also with my husband. And with AfriShop, yes, Zambians didn't quickly uptake on AfriShop, but South Africa, Angola, Kenya are buying from AfriShop. So yes, the Zambians on Facebook will say, it's Lulu's business, It's okay, honey. I am not just creating that business for you. I'm thinking beyond you until you are finally going to catch up and catch on.
So, Lulu, this is going to be a bit personal, but my question, or rather a complaint or something, I don't know how to put it. I own a car hire, a small car hire. I'm specialized in wedding car services. So I decided to branch off and start hiring it out to everybody else. So now my question is, how do you get people? You talked about partnerships. And yes, there's the Lulus, there's the big brands out there, and we want to use you to get recognized. But here's been a problem. I would call you for a partnership, right? And we can start and say, okay, Lulu, we want to chauffeur you on our VIP treatment for a week. And you do that, and we'll try to hashtag it, and well, I'll get recognized. But then the second time, you still want it with no cost at all. This has been a problem with big brands. How do you help startup? Yes, you're saying women don't help women. This is really true. Because it's been with the women where we've had the problem. Look, I've made my name. I am hashtag the makeup artist, or I'm this big event person. You're the one who's coming up, so what are you gonna do about it? It's also been the same thing on my money market wise. It's called Art of Money Market. Sometimes you go to these financial people that have been in the industry for a long time, and you want them to help you. Like you said, separate my income from the business, from my personal income. But then they just don't want to do that for anything. I would suggest, okay, can I pay you something little, but you want everything to be done for you for free. I'm working, yes, I am trying to grow the money market. You'd want to come and get money from me without collateral. And then it's supposed to be 30 days, you want to go for 6 months. And if we cry foul, it becomes a problem. Why is it that the bigger brands don't want to help the smaller brands?
Great question. And I will say immediately, I spoke about paperwork. If you want to work with an influencer, right, put it on paper. I used to deal with endorsements myself. As of late last year, I changed that, and I'm so happy I did, because now I have an agent. She deals with the paperwork. She talks to the people. I got in trouble recently over, it was a small little thing that I was given, and I really believe that I put in all the work, even for the smallest brand. I was trying to support this young lady. I posted it. And she said I didn't post it the way she wanted me to post it. Okay? Now, if I had signed some paperwork, I would have been protected. So I had to send back that small little thing, and I even wanted to pay for it because I could have easily paid for that small little thing myself. But I wanted to help someone who came crying to me for help. And not everyone, yes, will want to put in the work like me. I've worked with influencers locally and in other countries around Africa right now through AfriShop. And I do realize that not everyone takes on the influencer role correctly. Sometimes we feel, I deserve this. But then sometimes I also feel those that are asking us to do the work for them don't respect our brands. Because I will charge you $500 if you were anybody else for me to put up that post. So respect that. Because your dress maybe that you're giving me, or the little product in a box that you've sent to me, is nowhere close worth, to that $500. So firstly, let's respect the fact that these people also charge. So in as much as they want to help you, they come with a charge. The smart way to do it is put it into writing. It's a barter agreement, okay? Clearly state what you are getting out of it and what they are getting out of it. And state what you need exactly from them. Not just the hashtag. Do you want their stories? Hey, and most of you who come with these things, I want you on the main post. Honey. There's still power in the stories also. So anyways, just quickly do that paperwork. And I understand the desperation to want to make it now. You said 5 months ago? Okay, great. I got my first car 7 years after working, and working a lot. It took time. Give yourself time. And yes, you will knock at this door and they'll tell you it's too expensive. It's okay. Don't blame them. They also have a business to run. Maybe there's a student that you know in the financial service, who's studying finance, that might be able to help you. I've been able to get a lot of assistance from students because they are experts in that. Some even want to come and learn for free. They won't even charge you. They want to be an intern. They wanted 2,000 kwacha a month sometimes, and it might be a lot at that time, but some will even come asking for 500 kwacha. Use the interns. Get the knowledge, because you are both getting something out of it. But please be patient enough to learn to grow. That desperation, yes, will get you giving money to a big brand, and because you didn't do the paperwork, she won't even pay back, or he won't pay back. Paperwork, guys, paperwork.
And for the past year, I have branched into fashion design. I bought myself a sewing machine and taught myself how to sew.
Wow.
Yes, so I've been doing it for a year now, over a year. In the beginning, it was, I was learning, so I was doing a lot of free work for friends and family. Just bring your fabric, I'll make something for you. But a year in, and I'm pretty good now, and people still want free stuff. So these are like very close friends, family members. How do I strike a balance so that I start making money now so that my business can grow? To say no to certain people, to say, I want something free. You should even get the fabric for me. Go to Safiki and buy the fabric. So how do I say no and say, no, I'm actually charging now. It's only 150. 150, that's too much. It's only 200 for this dress. That's too much. You charged me for free you charged me 100 kwacha last time. So how do I now start to grow and come out of this pro bono work phase?
Tough love. Tough Love. I read this book called Tough Love. I've just forgotten the author of this book. And that book was great, not just for personal relationships, but also for my business relationships. You just have to get to that point where you say no. And if they truly love you, they will forgive you with time. But you need to get to that point where they understand that you're now a business. Send them your rate card, send them your new pricing list, and give them a number that they can call or text for orders. Because you're changing now. You're growing. You are leveling up. It's either they level up with you, or if they truly support you, they should be able to also help you level up.
So I wanted to ask how you used to strike a balance between school and business, because at times I join people in my area. I live in Roma, so I mostly join people in Roma, Olympia, and Roma Park. That's in the morning before class. Yes, I wanted to know how you strike the balance between school and business.
It was hard. It was a sacrifice at some point. So I can't lie and tell you that I ever really felt like I'd struck a balance. I was forever tired, but it was worth it at the end of the day. Little hint for everybody that's asked a question today. I love that all of you are doing great businesses, but right here is a networking opportunity for you to make sure that you tell us the name of your business, where to follow you on social media. You've just had a chance to sell yourself to so many people. And I think only one person, no, because I asked you, mentioned. No, actually, you did mention your makeup business, right? No. So right there already, strong tip, especially if you're on social media. Quickly make sure you give someone the name. As you introduce yourself, I'm from the Wood Kitchen on Instagram. Be intentional, okay? So that was just a quick observation right there.
A business that I initially started when I was leaving university, that was like 2016, but it became a business in 2017, and initially it did amazing. And I used to sell clothes out of the back of a car. Then when it grew, it's gotten to a point where it feels like it's plateaued. And I don't think it's because maybe the content is not enough, or the stuff that's coming in is not that great. I just don't know. How do you know which direction to go when you kind of plateau?
Name of the business?
Smith and Zambia.
Oh, this is so interesting. I'm meeting all the people that I follow. All right, so I would say do some research even today. Find out from your actual audience, what is it that they want to see more from you? And you realize that you get a lot of great answers from them. So do those surveys. I think it's important because clearly you do have a loyal clientele that have helped you grow the past years. It wasn't just random people buying from you. Do a survey. There's free surveys online. Send people that link and try to push them to do the survey. Put something sweet in it, like, if you do the survey, one of you are going to win something, but it will give you a lot of information on what you need to do and maybe how you can reposition. Maybe you've just been speaking to the same clientele and maybe they have everything you could ever bring for them. And maybe now you need to start looking into a new market. Are you pushing ads for your business? Who are you targeting in your ads? And also, as we're advertising on social media, please pay attention to choosing your target audience. Don't just pay $30 to speak to the whole of Zambia. You're wasting money. Target. Speak to, is she a 25-year-old that you're targeting, or she's literally between 18 and 17, or 24 and 35? That's my audience for me. I know that's my money maker. Those women in that age group help me grow. Everything I do, I'm doing for that woman between that age group. And there's two of them. I have names for them in my head. I won't say them out loud. But there's certain information that I'll put out there that I'm putting out for she's 26, the other one is 34. So I'm intentional like that. So please, as we are putting out adverts, putting out content, target smartly.
Good evening, everybody, and good evening, Lulu. Thank you so much for an interactive session. My question is, my name is Kalana, by the way. My name is Kalana Wansa. I'm an HR specialist. Not an entrepreneur, but I'm practically at research stage, trying to discover what it is I'm going to go into. And because of that journey I'm pursuing, my question is, with the different businesses you do, have you related them with your purpose? And if you have, how have you gone about it?
Okay, so I feel with everything I do, God has just been amazing in the fact that He's been able to guide me into spaces that I'm truly passionate about. Spaces where I am still working with women or still working with the youth. And that's where my passion lies. And for me, I felt that's always been my purpose, to be able to grow people, to be able to do more, to be able to inspire someone to do better with themselves and go for more. So whether it's AfriShop has been built to help the entrepreneur, with ease in the supply management chain, because we understood that there was a gap in the market. People were going to China, going to the same market, not getting always the quality goods that are sent to America or to the UK. And we are now helping you buy this stuff online. You don't have to travel, and making it easier for you. With Wood Kitchen, family is so important to me. And God has given me the opportunity to say, hey, let's do stuff together as families in Zambia. Let's cook together or find something to do. And so I feel like I've been able to sort of find myself in spaces that I'm truly passionate about that serve my purpose in this world. Power in hashtags, guys. Power in hashtags. Remember today, as we all are going to share what's been happening today, if we use Entrepreneur Startup Guide as the hashtag, so many more people are going to be able to learn about this. Right. So don't just hashtag to hashtag also as you do your businesses online, as you push your business online. Let's hashtag with purpose, because that hashtag has so much power. I'll tell you, for me, the We Keep Moving hashtag has gotten me work in Sweden. Being able to strategically use your social media and really understand the power of each component of social media can get you so much opportunity with your work. So yeah, power of hashtags.
The power of hashtags. Okay, just before we wrap it up, so in the spirit of Women's Day, we thought let's appreciate our speaker for the day. Yeah.
This is beautiful. Let me get down.
So with love made by me, but for you.
Wow.
So, yeah. So thank you very much, Mrs. Wood, for showing up and just gracing us with your presence. I think we have learned so much from today. So thank you very much.